What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Afan, and today we're gonna watch some more Doctor Who Series 4 we're in. It's episode 3. This one is called Player of the Ood. Forgot it was called that. I mean, I just clicked on the video, so I just read it, but then I forgot. Like, wait, what's the title? Anyways, I've got the memory of a gold ship. Fish. Anyways, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this and also early access to this episode and all the other episodes and stuff like that and future episodes, yeah, that's available on my Patreon. Link in the description to my Patreon. That's where the full-length reactions go. Now, the full-length reactions go up really early. That go on the day that they are recorded. And the YouTube edits then obviously takes a bit long because I have to edit them. And also, I have to re-edit them again until YouTube accepts the videos. You guys know how it goes, copyrights and that, you know what I mean? And so that takes a bit longer. But yeah, the full-length reactions, they go up very early. I'm explaining that because someone asked, so there it is. Maybe I thought maybe others would like to know as well. Like 4 or 5 days, 6 days, sometimes even a week, sometimes even more than a week before the videos go live on YouTube. That's for the full-length reactions. Anyways, if you're interested, Patreon, check it out, link in the description. Thank you so much, patrons, YouTube members, subscribers, all the efforts supporting me all this time. Now then, I have to say Series 4 has been a banger so far. The first 2 episodes have been great, particularly the second one. It was quite a tragic episode, quite a sad one. It was a very tough question that episode posed, or well, at least that's what I took out of it. And, you know, still I'm not entirely sure how I would go about. But one thing it has definitely done is increased my level of respect for Donna, but also has made me empathize quite a bit for the Doctor, because the Doctor has to endure all of this and just keep on going, keep on living, continue on, move on, John. I mean, it can't be easy. I mean, in the last one particularly, we saw that he caused it, you know what I mean? So, or he had to, rather. He didn't really have a choice. But yeah, man, it was a really tough episode. Like I said, a tragic, but a good one. So we've started off on a really high note. You guys are telling me that we're going to continue that highness. Your Highness? That should be Snoop Dogg's nickname. Anyways, I think Snoop Dogg is his nickname. Anyways, who cares, man? Yeah, very excited to see this one. Planet of the Ood. We've seen the Ood before, so yeah. Let's see how this one goes without any further. I do. A Mountain Dew. Here we go. As it is tradition around here, headphone is not on.
With one purpose.
Do you take milk and sugar?
Yeah, we would like to feed you.
I said military figures. That's the domestic file. Get me the military.
And someone else?
The file is irrelevant, sir.
Whoa, red eyes.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice. Okay, I saw Classic Who, and now that I am watching this again after Classic Who, now I like this intro better. So I guess that means they're both pretty decent then, aren't they? I guess I just like change, which is weird because normally I don't like change.
Fear, the joy, the wonder. I get that.
Seriously? After all this time? Yeah. Why do I keep going? Oh! I don't know what the word is.
Ooh, get a jacket.
What? Crazy.
He put the jacket on, but you didn't.
Real snow. Proper snow at last. You're cold. Look at that view. Bellissimo, said it, Donna. Born in Chiswick.
He doesn't get cold. I mean, he's got a jacket on. And that's on top of a suit, so...
Holiday a year and then you end up here. Donna Nobles.
Has she dropped? Has she dropped?
Different planet.
Has she?
How about that?
He's not there.
Donna?
He's gone back inside to put something on. There it is.
Blimey, a real proper rocket.
Well, that doesn't look very real, but you know.
You've got a box. He's got a Ferrari.
Good analogy.
Solana Mercurioso, head of marketing and galactic liaison.
That's just what I need, a PR woman. I don't want to...
Had 3 deaths in the complex, all attributed to heart attacks or industrial accidents. But now we've captured this on tape. The cause would seem the same.
Oh, I thought this dude was that dude.
Well, no idea. I'm checking the equipment. Nothing so far.
All bald people look alike? Or old people look alike?
I think we have to assume red eye. I would think so, sir.
I know, one of those stereotypes, just insert it here.
Well, it's some sort of infection. The ood eyes literally change color.
The red ring of death! Who knows what I'm talking about?
Sorry, but according to your own rules, sir, there's no alcohol allowed on base.
It's hair tonic, if you must know.
Well, it's working really well.
Why, its face!
Donna, don't, not now. It's a he, not an it.
Delta 50.
My name's Donna.
No. You don't need to.
Sorry.
It's a microphone speaking to it.
Delta 50. What circle?
Whoa.
He's gone.
There you are, sweetheart.
He's breathing!
We were too late.
Man, these extras suck at being dead. The classic Who the dead people were breathing. Look, he's breathing! His chest is going up and... You should stop breathing in real life. How do they do that, though? In other movies and stuff, when they're dead, they don't look like they're breathing. How exactly does that work? Are they just holding their breath for that scene? And they cut away, then they breathe out.
Force, like a stronger mind. Powerful enough to take them over.
Is he back up? His eyes looked red.
It was the devil.
If you're gonna take the mickey, I'll just put...
Yeah.
Must be something different this time, man.
Satan,
Civilization.
Impossible Burger, and Satan of the Pit.
Welcome to the Ood Sphere. And isn't it great?
There's 2 episodes, right?
Marriage. Never ever.
Of course. And here you're in facts about
That's...
Come with me, the executive suite.
Oh.
Nice and warm.
They mentioned that every single episode.
For God's sake, we've got the buyers.
It's almost as if they're foreshadowing something. I don't know.
Work shift. Now then, this way, quick as you can.
Oh, that's Ood operations. We like to think of the Ood as our trust.
00. 007.
Ood healthy, safe, and educated.
Gotta see some of those movies, man.
We don't just
I've heard so much about James Bond, but never actually seen a movie. Not even one. That's a shame. Or Sherlock. I've heard more of Sherlock than Bond, but... Whoa.
What do you think? Growing back? Just a little bit? Like you'd know.
After a stressful day, a little something for the gentleman. And how are you, Ood?
All the better for seeing you.
And the comedy classic,
Okay.
you dropped something. Give additional credits.
Wow. Basically, they're slaves. Selling them for 50 Just 50. Where can I get one? No, they've got me.
That is the second great and bountiful human empire.
4126. It's 4126. I'm in 4126.
Say it a couple more times. Go on.
What's the Earth like now? The papers and the telly, they keep saying we haven't got long to live. Global warming, flooding,
Yeah.
bees disappearing.
Well, necessity is the mother of invention.
Across 3 galaxies. Don't the Ood get a say in this?
It would seem not.
And miss.
Why'd you say miss? Do I look single?
Back to the point.
Yeah. What I mean is, are there any free Ood? Are there...
What?
All Ood to hospitality stations, please.
Do you fancy going off the beaten track?
The circle must be broken.
Humanity defines us, sir. We look to you for answers.
We're exporting hundreds of thousands of ood to all the civilized...
Whoa.
Well, I'd suggest a post-mortem, which means it's got to be dead first.
Whoa. Foam and everything. That Ood Sigma, whatever that one is, maybe changing as well, because that look he or she or whatever gave there.
Servants.
Wow.
They're slaves.
Yeah. It didn't look like servants to me.
Inside.
They were selling them.
Must be.
Servants don't sell themselves, they sell their service. That's why they're called servant.
Finished here.
You were finished, bro. I don't know what
Sorry.
you were trying to drink there. This one seems awake already. Oh, that was very subtle.
Where'd you learn to whistle? West Ham every Saturday.
Come on, you irons. About Sigma. He's gonna turn, isn't he? He's gonna turn. He's gonna start the rebellion.
All over the 3 galaxies.
These containers are full of...
What do you think?
Ood. Yep.
I am built on slavery.
Unfortunately, many... Yeah. I was just gonna say that.
Made your clothes.
Yep.
It's not so you can show them the wonders of the universe. It's so you can take cheap shots.
Sorry.
No, you took the first cheap shot. He just gave you a reply.
Must be broken. Why? So that we can sing.
Come on.
I'm in Ood cargo. I found you unwanted guests. Go.
I just want to sing. Let him sing, man.
Gentlemen, it's just a fire drill.
Alarms are still going. They still haven't cut them. People suck at their job, it would seem. Whoa.
I've got this one. I've always wanted to do this.
Ooh, lovely. It's like playing a video game.
I'm not winning that law. I'm on your side.
I don't know if they can tell difference. They don't appear to be the smartest.
Stay where you are.
Or at least the way they've been trained. They don't seem like that. They've been messed with, John. I mean, never gonna get it, bruh. Never gonna get it. It's like that rigged game at the arcade. Wait, why?
Not from me, from her.
Unlock the container. Shoot to kill!
As opposed to shoot to what? Shoot to injure or maim.
If people back on Earth knew what was going on here.
So stupid. Of course they know. They don't ask. Same thing.
Solana, the Ood on board.
It's just like you, how you don't ask about where your clothes come from.
And you know this place better than me. You could help.
They're over here!
Inflicted.
My opinion, sir, I think...
What's changed?
Losing more hair.
How many Ood in total?
I'd say about 2,000, sir.
That representative of the Ood, he's losing his hair. Oh, is he giving him something other than the hair tonic?
Fetch the canisters. No survivors.
He doesn't really look at him when he's pouring the drink, does he? And we are getting these constant shots whenever this guy's in frame. We always see Sigma in the back. That dude's up to something.
Can you hear it? Singing.
They look different to the others.
That's because they're natural born Ood, unprocessed. That's their song.
I can't hear it.
Do you want to? It's the song of captivity. Hear it, Donna. Hear the music.
I'm sorry.
Wow. They don't have those ball thingies. You can always hear it.
All the time.
Yeah, there it is.
Dr. Donna, friend. Look at me.
Dr. Donna.
Go on.
Is there heart? Or
It's a brain.
oh, right, brain.
Humans, it processes memory and emotions. You get rid of that, you wouldn't be Donna anymore. You'd be like an Ood, a processed Ood.
Ball thingies. Right.
Like a lobotomy. Because I thought it'd be so wonderful out here.
Well.
I want to go home.
Photo activists.
If that's what friends of the Ood are trying to prove, then yes.
The Ood were nothing else, just
Oh, lovely.
around it. It's not as if they put up a fight.
You idiot.
They're born with their brains in their hands. Don't you see? That makes them peaceful. They've got to be, because a creature like that would have to trust anyone it meets.
Nice one.
Yeah. No, that was a nice one. That was a pretty good one, actually. That's interesting.
Mr. Kess, how do we stand?
On both feet. Firm and stable. The circle.
I have to insist, if all the Ood could please leave.
I don't think they're leaving. Uh-oh, red eyes. Uh-oh. It is a rebellion.
It's a revolution.
Yeah, revolution. Same thing, man. Both are R words. They keep showing Sigma. What's this Sigma gonna do? That is Sigma, right? No, Delta was okay. Delta was the Ood at the start. It's their own medicine, literally.
Go, join your people while you still can.
Wait, what?
You're the one with all the tricks. You must have met Houdini.
These are really good hacks.
Who must have met Houdini? Is he here to infiltrate the Ood, or is it a lost cause, so they're just leaving all of them behind?
Dr. Donna friend.
The sample must be from
Dr. Donna.
Doctor, Donna, friend.
Dr. Donna, it made me think something. I'll talk about it later. Let me write it down before I forget.
All right.
It's always been an option.
Is that Sigma?
This thing dies, so do the Ood.
Wow. It's another episode where they're taking out a whole species of people. And that is after you have enslaved them all. All right.
Forebrain, hindbrain, and this. The telepathic center. It's a shared mind.
Oh.
You brought them here. I expected better.
My place is at your side, sir.
Still subservient. Good Ood.
Wait, he can't talk? What's going on? What's going on with him?
I lowered the barrier to its minimum. Friends of the Ood, sir. It's taken me 10 years to infiltrate the company. And I succeeded.
Yes, you did.
I was... Whoa. What now?
murdered him.
Very observant, Ginger. Can't say I'm gonna like it, but it's not.
What was in that drink? He's not feeling.
Would you like a drink, sir?
Yeah.
If you're gonna stand in their way, I'll shoot you too.
Please have a drink, sir.
It's in the drink.
Have you poisoned me?
I think so. You're going complete. Turned him into an Ood. Ood Sigma. Told ya. That Ood's up to something.
They turned him into an Ood. He's an Ood.
Yeah. Very observant, Ginger. Hey, he shit out his brain.
Know what's right and what's wrong anymore.
People who know for certain tend to be like Mr. Holt.
The soldiers can hear it too? Or have they stopped because the Ood are no longer attacking?
Everyone knows. The rockets are bringing them back. The Ood are coming home.
It's coming home. No, it's not.
Good kind. And what of you now?
The French had something to say about that.
Sort of got a song of my own, thanks.
I think your song must end soon.
Well, all song must end.
Every song must end.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
I've heard that song before. Bro, that heart got my heart in a weird place.
Take this song with you.
We will.
Oh, wait.
I know this, Dr. Donna.
Where have I heard that before? Dr. Donna?
Of the Dr. Donna. And the ice and the snow will carry your names.
Was that Rose's theme or something? I don't know why I thought of Rose when that music came on. Not entirely sure. Alright, that was a very good episode. Another pretty tragic one. But before we get into talking more about it, though, if you would like to see the full-length reaction and also early access, link in the description to my Patreon. That's where you can have those things. Thank you so much, patrons and YouTube members, for supporting me all this time. And on to the episode now. So, another very tragic, very thought-provoking episode. One that gets you thinking even after the episode's done. This season so far, or series so far, has been a pretty good one. Again, it's making me think in all sorts of ways, bringing out emotions that might not have shown before. Maybe I have, I don't know. I'm kind of an ood one. Yeah, the ood, I mean, that's just ridiculous. Like, think about it. They literally took their brain and gave them these translators so they can be obedient, so they can be instructed, so they can be told what to do. And it only costs 50 credits. Like I said, where's the link? Send me a link. Where can I get one? I've joined the dark side. Modern slavery does exist, and it exists all around the world. So you might see it happening in these third world companies, but you have to keep in mind that it is being supported by these first world countries in the third world countries, right? So these brands and these clothing or even phones like iPhones and stuff. All of these things, you know, the components of them are found in these third world countries. And so these first world countries are paying for it to be in these third world countries. So while slavery doesn't exist directly in the first world country, the first world countries still have slavery. They just took it from the first world to the third world, where no one cares, apparently. It is getting people to think about it. And that's the start, right? Once you get people to think about stuff like that and realize that it is bad, yeah, they're going to revolt against it, just like they did in some of these first world countries. Now, what about the third world countries? Well, that's going to take some time, a long, long time. Trust me, I'm from one myself. So you can't just end it. Right? That's something that you might be thinking right now. Well, it's kind of easy. Just go ahead and end it. Well, if you end it, it's kind of what their economies run on. So you've kind of just demolished them right there. So it has to be slow. It has to end, but it has to be slow, and there has to be a process to it. And you have to make sure that it happens in a way that they don't revert back to it. Because if you just demolish it, there's a very good chance that they will go back to it, because now you just left them out in the open with nothing. And then they're going to be like, well, it was better that we were slaves, so let's go back to being that, because this sucks. So it's tough, man. It has to be done. Like, no one can disagree. It has to be done. How? That's tough to figure out. Now, a better way to go about it would be for these companies to say, okay, we're going to pay them more. In other words, they're going to reduce the profit margin. They're still going to make money. It's just going to reduce the margin. It's not going to be as profitable as it was before, which would then lead them to bring their business back to their own countries, which would help their own countries, because now these factories would come back, and it would create a lot of jobs, and a lot of people would have jobs, and they would be paid well as well. So their country would boom. And then those other countries would then have to resort to something else, something better, I hope, at least. Maybe come up with your own brands. I don't know. Has any one of you thought about this? I would like to hear this. This is actually like really interesting topic, one that I'm very, very interested in, and would like to hear an actual solution, because I don't really have one. You know what I mean? Which is why I'm like just ending it. I don't think that'd help. Not in the long run, at least. I think it would have huge consequences in the long run. So it has to be something that would have a smooth transition, would give those people jobs and, you know, ways to take care of their families and themselves, and also so they don't go back to the modern slavery, right? But yeah, again, see, this is what I'm talking about. These episodes have been great. We've completely forgotten about Ood, but we are still on the same topic, the topic of slavery. So yeah, I'm loving this series 4. It's making me think outside of the box. It's making me think a lot more than series 3. I have to say this series has been smashing so far. I like this episode quite a bit as well. And another pretty tragic and sad one. One that is, well, actually very much like the last one that is based in reality. And it's not something in the past, still happening right now. We're just disguising it as something else. Anyways, then there's the whole Dr. Donna thing. So the thing that came to mind when they said Dr. Donna was, has there ever been well, don't answer this, obviously, but it just made me think, has there ever been a companion who became the doctor, or rather their body has been used by the doctor? Not like that. You know what I mean? Like they regenerated, kind of like Rose, like the bad wolf thing, right? So they regenerated in the body of a companion, and that was then the new doctor. So I was like, Dr. Donna. Are you telling me something, or am I reaching? I'm pretty certain I'm reaching, and if I reach, you preach, right? So go ahead, preach. Ood Sigma. Wow, now that right there, proper Sigma. Patience is the key, and he doesn't just takes him out, he makes him one of them. In a way, if you think about it, he enslaves that person, so I guess that's not that great, but they're peaceful people, so taking one person out for the betterment of a whole group, whole species in this case, I don't know. Is it worth it? I think so. What exactly did the Ood mean by your song will end soon? I think it might be about the whole regeneration process thing. It made me think, is this the last series for this doctor? Is this the end for our boy Davy Jones? No, David Tennant? I don't know. Could be. Also, then the music played. It reminded me of Rose. I think it might be Rose's theme or something. I'm not entirely sure where I've heard that before, but it just made my heart tickle. Do you know what I mean? And I remembered Rose, and I was like, oh, that's where that's from. Not entirely sure where exactly, though. So that was pretty interesting. And then there's the whole enslaving a whole species. Could be a commentary on, experimentation on animals. It could be a comment on zoos, even pets, people keeping animals as their pets. I mean, you're pretty much enslaving them. Dogs don't belong in your house. Neither do cats, nor do parrots or any of the birds or any of them. Yet we have them in our house, and we grow so attached to them that, in many cases we care more about them than our own family, right? But it's still, it's quite, in some cases it's actually needed and quite caring. But it's still enslavement, right? Nature can be very brutal, and that's why we do it, especially those who like rescue dogs and stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about. Nature can be brutal to those dogs. The thing is, I think most people do the pets thing because a lot of the dogs are in those situations due to humans, due to what we have done to the world. We have sort of taken over Earth and made it suit us and not so much these animals. So then it, in a way, kind of is our duty then to take them in and take care of them. Well, they didn't belong in the houses before. Well, all we have now is houses. So maybe we should have something for them in our houses, a place in our houses. Not entirely sure. Not against pets or anything like that. I'm just thinking here. Then there's obviously the whole topic of modern slavery. The doctor touches on that as well, about the cheap clothes and the sweatshops all around the world. I mean, look at Qatar, for instance, right? There are so many, human rights violations for the sake of this World Cup. And the West is really putting a light on it. But really, who did this? Who gave them this bid? FIFA did, right? So the West did this. And at the same time, what is Apple doing in China? What is Nike doing? What is Adidas doing? What is all these companies that have all these sweatshops? So the hypocrisy is obviously very real. Someone somewhere else does it. You're like, oh no, you can't do that. That's only something that we can do. Modern slavery is for us, not for you. Do you know what I mean? I make jokes about it, but it's a very real reality. People are pointing fingers to Qatar so much right now. And of course, what Qatar is doing is not okay. But the same people who are pointing fingers to Qatar, contributing to that situation, that specific situation, but also so many other situations all around the world, not just in the East, but also in South America as well, and in Africa. And it's a mess. It's very frustrating. I think we can all agree that this needs to come to an end, whether it's happening in Qatar or China or Brazil or Nigeria or America or England or whatever. I don't think that should matter. I think humanity and morality should be universal. I hope it should be. And we should realize that these things that are happening around the world, despite the geographic location, are troublesome, and we should do something to avoid them and perhaps come up with a system where all can prosper, not just this one brand or company profiting off of the labor of this third world country or the people of the third world country, you know what I mean? But yeah, another episode that made me think, and like I said, I'm not in favor of anything, I'm not against anything here, I'm just talking out loud. Do let me know your thoughts. The only thing that I'm in favor of is abolishing slavery, and whether that be modern slavery, whether that be just plain old slavery, and giving people their rights and not abusing people. Do you know what I mean? Now, despite where that happens, yeah, do let me know what you think on this topic. I think I turned this one into a bit more of a controversial one, but sorry. You know, I didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings if I have. I'm basically saying I'm sorry that you feel that way. But I mean, that's the truth, right? I'm not contribute. Well, actually, I am. Now that I think about it, I own an iPhone. And if you do, then you are too. Ugh. Yeah. But yeah, so on that lovely note, we're going to end this episode. It was quite an interesting one. It made me think, man. It made me really think. So I like the series. The series has been different than the rest. For me so far, at least. Looking forward to more of it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I wasn't too annoying in this one. And if you did, do drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Like I said, on Patreon, I upload the full-length reactions, and also they go up early there, as well as these videos. Patrons, YouTube members, subscribers, oh yeah, for supporting me all this time. And I've also created a new channel where I watch random clips. A lot of you have been asking me to do random clips and have been sending me random clips on Instagram and Twitter. And I finally decided to just make a separate channel and do it there. This one's I'm gonna reserve it for, you know, shows and movies, and that's where I'm gonna do the random stuff. I'll leave a link in the description to that as well. Thank you so much once again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a nice holiday. Yay.